Alright, it is MTG next door, and if you were wondering what's going on, I have a story. So I did a favor for someone, and I'm going to allow them to remain nameless, and they decided to thank me by buying me a box of Double Masters. This was utterly unnecessary, but needless to say, very much appreciated. So I opened the box of Double Masters in a dopamine deprived state, wanting to get that sweet dopamine hit, and it did not disappoint. So far out of this box, I have pulled this in the box topper, and it was lovely. Initially, I was not like the biggest fan of this art when they like showed it during like the pre-release, but oh no, in person, this is beautiful. So that was exciting. And then this lovely Mamma Jamma came with it as well. And again, in the pre-release, these didn't look all that appealing to me, but my god, no. In person, they are beautiful. It was really quite impressive. And then these are the first three packs that I tore into. I got an Atraxa. I got another Mythic that I am not displaying here because it is going into my deck for Monday. And then I got these fine rares, of which I did not. I had a Falcon Wreath Aristocrat and I had a Kemba, but the Boon Reflection is awesome. Ad nauseum, I'm really excited about, and Blade Splicer. So those were the first three packs, and that felt like to me like this might be a hot box. Now, it should be noted with my Commander Legends box, the packs I did not open on the screen were the hot ones, and the stuff I opened on the screen, less so. But let's see what we got. I got three of these. Kaldheim's coming out. We're super excited about that. But I guess we still got a couple weeks. I'm probably going to open these slowly just to really enjoy the experience. Alright, so it's been a while since we've done any of these, so I'm probably just going to skip through some of the more boring stuff. So Crushing Vines was reprinted recently. Skinbrand Goblin, 1 and a red for a 2/1 Goblin Warrior. Blood Rush, red, discard Skinbrand Goblin. Target attacking creature gets +2/+1 until end of turn. Divest, this is a reprint from Dominaria. Rapacious Dragon, this is a reprint from like M20. Murder Retriever, this is a reprint from like 1,000 times ago. Good card though. Vidalcan Infuser, 3 and a blue for a 1/4 Vidalcan Wizard. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may put a charge counter on target artifact. Peace Strider, 4 for a 3/3 Construct. When it enters the battlefield, gain 3 life. Yeah, we're definitely given this set and given what we're seeing with Vorinclex being in Kaldheim, I find it highly likely that we are going back to New Phyrexia / Maraudon sometime soon. Anyway, Glint Sleeve Artisan, 2 and a white for a 2/2 Dwarf Artificier with Fabricate 1. That is a Kaladesh reprint. Throne of Geth, 2 for an artifact. Tap it, sack an artifact, and proliferate. That's not bad. Auroch Salvagers, 3 and a white for a 2/4 Human Soldier. 1 and a white. Return target artifact card with converted mana cost 1 or less from your graveyard to your hand. Brimstone Volley, 2 and a red. Brimstone Volley deals 3 damage to any target. Morbid, 5 damage if a creature died this turn. So 3 to deal 5 damage to an opponent's face. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. I need to start playing that. I'm glad about that. Oh, alright, so we're at the first rare here, and we've got Wound Reflections. This is another really cool one. So 5 and a black. At the beginning of each end step, each opponent loses life equal to the life they lost this turn. So if you've got a Sulfuric Vortex on the table, you are basically doubling the effect of this. I saw this because after I got this box, I was like, I'm not 100% remembering what was in this set. But yeah, that's nice. Next one is a rare. And we have a Master Transmuter. So 3 and a blue for a 1/2 Human Artificier. The art on that is really nice. Look at that. Blue and a tap, return an artifact you control to its owner's hand. You may put an artifact card from your hand onto the battlefield. Oh, okay. So all those 0 casting cost artifacts, you bring that back up, and then you cheat out a Blightsteel Colossus. That's cool. All right. And next up, we've got a common foily, a Parasitic Strix, and yep, a accomplished automaton, because on this channel we only pull foil commons, and we have a Thopter. All right. Let's yeah. You know, I had a Joyra artifact deck a while ago. I think after this I might have to bust that sucker out and rebuild that sucker. We'll have to see what happens. We'll see what happens. Alright. Divest, Rapacious Dragon, Silumgar Scavenger, 4 and a black for a 2/3 zombie bird. Love zombie birds. Exploit, whenever another creature you control dies, put a +1/+1 counter on this bad brother, and it gains haste until end of turn if it exploited that creature. I thought about putting this in a zombie deck or two, but we'll see. Argivian Restoration, 2 blue for a sorcery. Return target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Still in the commons. Balduvian Rage, X and a red. Target attacking creature gets +X/+0 until end of turn. Draw a card at the beginning of the next turn to upkeep. Yeah, I should find a place for that. That's not bad. So that screams red-green. Okay, you ramp and then you blast. Metal Spinner's Puzzle-Knot, 2 for an artifact. When Metal Spinner's Puzzle-Knot enters the battlefield, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Okay. 2 and a black, sacrifice it, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Okay, fair enough. Still in the commons. Apprentice Wizard, 1 blue. For an 0/1 wizard, blue and a tap, add 3 colorless. I got a deck that's going in. Still in the commons. Remember the Fallen, 2 white. Choose one or both. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Return target artifact card from your graveyard to the hand. Yep. Alright, in the uncommons is a Charm. That's a sweet one. Blue-red, choose one. Counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 2. Blast a creature to the face with 2, or draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. You're counter-spelling with this most times. Veteran Explorer, a green for a 1/1. When it dies, each player may search their library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield. Then each player who searched their library this way shuffles it. Gore Clan Rampager, 2 red-green. Trample, 4/4. Beast, Blood Rush, red-green. Discard this sucker. Target attacking creature gets +4/+4 and gains trample until end of turn. Alright, that's interesting. Alright, first up's a rare. Oh, Thespian Stage. I think I got this in a Commander set a while ago, but yeah, this is still a good one. I have not tried to sneak it back into any other decks. Anyway, so you can tap this and add a colorless or 2 and a tap, and it becomes a copy of target land, except it has this ability. So you can steal somebody's Maze of Ith. Not that, you know, Maze of Ith is played in our meta at all. Alright, we got another rare. Blink Moth Nexus. So tap it for a colorless or 1, and it becomes a 1/1 Blink Moth artifact creature token with flying. That's still a land. Or you can do 1 and tap it, and target Blink Moth creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. I don't know how that's good. I think that's more of like a modern legacy kind of card. Then we got common. Ooh, we got a foily Urza's Mine. And we've got an uncommon, Valor of Akros, 3 and a white. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. That's actually pretty good. We've got an elemental. All right. So there we are. Let's see what we get in the last pack. Cast Down, that's a Dominaria reprint. Fierce Empath, everybody knows that. Skinbrand Goblin, Accomplished Automaton, Chatter of the Squirrel. I am so glad that there is a Squirrel Commander coming out now. Metallic Rebuke, 2 and a blue. Improvise, counter target spell unless its controller pays 3. Yeah, that Joyride deck looking better every minute. Flare Husk, 1 for an artifact equipment, living weapon, so you make a germ, and then it gets +1/+1. Fortify, this one I think could be nasty under the right circumstances. So 2 and a white, creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn, or they get +0/+2 until end of turn. Alright, into the uncommons. Vampire Hexmage. Nobody is upset to get a Vampire Hexmage. So, black, first strike, sack it, remove all counters from target permanent. So, you just remove all counters from a Dark Depth, and then there you are. Alright, Esperzoa, 2 and a blue for a 4/3 flying jellyfish, and at the beginning of your upkeep, return an artifact you control to its owner's hand. Uncommon, Drown in Sorrow. 1 black, all creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn, and then you scry 1. That's pretty good. I gotta think about playing that. Alright, first one's a rare, and oh, I am not upset about this. Alright, Court of Calling. X green. Convoke, so you can tap creatures to pay for this. Search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost X or less, and put it onto the battlefield. Then shuffle your library. That is delightful. So that's not just a tutor, but just a straight up onto the battlefield. Oh, and it's an instant. So you do it at your... Oh, I did not even realize how good that is. So at instant speed you're doing this, which means you sit there, you wait, right before you end their turn, you do this, and you put in something big and mean, and then it's ready for action. Yeah, I got a deck for that. Alright, next up's a rare. Bosch, Iron Golem. 8 for a 6/7 with Trample. Sacrifice an artifact. Bosch, Iron Golem deals damage equal to the sacrificed artifact's converted mana cost to any target, which is mean. And this is actually, I think they printed this in a Commander deck a couple years ago, but still pretty good. And then we've got a Foily Brainstorm. And we got a Sickle Slicer, which also has Living Weapon, and same thing, basically 3. You make a germ that's a 2/2. And we got an Eldrazi Spawn. Alright, y'all stay safe, the goddamn COVID, and the previous administration had exactly 0 plan after they got the vaccine, and so y'all, it's gonna be a while. Stay safe. Double up on your masks. Data is showing that perhaps you ought to do that. Hang in there.